turbotax, which I think is ridiculous. And what you'll see why I think this is ridiculous. Assalamu alaikum, my name's Abdul Kareem. This episode's brought to you by Canadians, because this is apparently Canada's #1 tax software. I know I just said the sin and said Canada because I'm British and I can get away with stuff. Yes, that's actually true. Canadians are very forgiving people. In fact, they'll say sorry to you for no absolute reason. I've actually walked past a Canadian, we're like about a foot apart, and they go, "I'm sorry." And I turn around like, what are you sorry for? Do something and then be sorry. Anyway, so today's episode we're looking at turbotax, which I think is ridiculous. And what you'll see why I think this is ridiculous. This is a huge box that tells you what you're going to get. This was actually on sale, $29.99, and fun story, I didn't know it was on sale. So there was a deal where I had to spend $75 in order to get some points, and this ended up reducing it by $5. I didn't realize till after I checked out, so I had to return it. Then the next day they had another deal, so I had to go back and get it. It was ridiculous, I'm sorry. But this is the info, and if you guys read the French, Allah in France, I don't know what that actually means. En français? Unti France. Anyway, so you get a bunch of features with it. You get 8 returns because, you know, apparently my household has 8 delinquents in it that we need to do returns for. Over 25k. Anyway, so supports federal step by step. I mean, this is the regular, and then carries forward from previous returns, which is the only reason I got this, so I couldn't be bothered to do my returns again, re-enter them. 400 plus credits and deductions, which I feel like should be in the basic. I mean, why wouldn't you put the credits and deductions in there? And then maximize credit for dependents, which I don't have. Optimize RSP contributions, because I'm a delinquent, I've never paid RSPs. But anyway, enough about me being a delinquent a-hole. Let's get on with the episode. So let's crack this bad boy open like a delinquent on Tuesday and have a look at the code. So this is your CD, your turbotax CD. You get a bunch of stuff with it, which quite frankly I feel like this is a waste of plastic. Now this is a complaint either way. If you got your turbotax CD, I feel like it's a waste of plastic because every year you use the same damn software. Can't they just send a code and you download the update instead of using the same damn software that I have to keep reinstalling? This gives you the steps. Basically put the CD in your drive and then just follow the damn instructions. It's not hard. No CD drive, no problem. Use this code. Anyway, but if they didn't have a CD, my problem would be this waste of a box. Because, to be honest, quite frankly, I've seen many companies, especially antiviruses, where they give you a box and all that's in it is a code. Could have just given me an envelope. Anyway, so either way, I have a gripe. I'm sorry, bruvs and bruvettes. But, there it is. This is the TurboTax 10,000. And I've been using this software for years. Before I used to get Home and Business, which had like 12 tax returns, which nobody ever used, had all these additional features. And quite frankly, I stopped having my own business. Yeah, so I mean, we stopped selling cats as slaves for humans, and we stopped having our own business, and we still continue to buy the business edition for years. It made absolutely no difference to our tax return. And that's that. So, yeah, I like the fact that they have a CD option, which is nice, because I always make sure I have a CD drive. I don't like none of this no CD BS that's going on nowadays. But anyway, let's stop griping and get to the review. So this software, it is easy to use. It's really easy to use. But when you install it, my gripe is there's always an update that you have to install, which takes like 2 hours. I'm sorry, just Well, it doesn't take 2 hours. Probably because my internet's really slow. But it takes like 20 minutes. And it's always a pain in the butt. I feel like, why can't you just include all the updated information in the tax software, which you may print a CD and then you send me, or you can just do an update. Anyway, I'm sorry, bruvs and bruvettes, this is turning into a gripe. But I do like it. It does carry over the information, but I have to pay extra for it, which is not a big deal because these things are usually on sale. It is nice, and I like the fact that they have à la français. I don't know if it's à la français or something français. Bilingual is great. I don't even know if they have this in USA. It says made for Canadians, which should be great, because if it wasn't, then I'd be highly worried being doing my taxes for a wrong country. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sorry, all I've done is gripe at this, but it is a good software and I do get plenty of taxes. Are they better than going through a professional accountant to do your taxes? Probably not, because I did someone's taxes on this, they came to a return of 1,000 something. They went to an accountant, cost them like $40 or something, and the accountant got them 4,000. So I don't know how true that story is. It's something a friend did. I always get this TurboTax, so I'm just going to continue going with this. One day, inshallah, I'll go with a TurboTax accountant, which sounds weird and redundant. But I dislike the way the banks do it when they do it for free, but then they take a cut of it, which really aggravates me because they're just taking advantage of people. Anyway, so let's stop griping. I like this product. Works well, easy to use, takes me like 2 hours tops, and people are like, 2 hours, bro, you can do it in 40 minutes. I can, but I'm super anal about redouble checking everything. Like, I'm gonna check every damn little detail of this thing. So yeah, this gets 1, 2, just 2 thumbs up. I'm sorry, I can't afford to give any more. Phil is looking at me, he's like, bruh, you better not. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for this TurboTax. And this is the bit at the end of every episode where every YouTuber says feel free to subscribe, and make sure that above everything else you